Hello, everyone. My name is Jillian Fazio, and the issue that I will be focusing on today is should we assist citizens of other countries? Or another way to phrase that would be should we provide foreign aid? So, foreign aid is a very important topic. It not only shapes our image as a nation, but it allows us to accomplish goals with other nations. So, I read an article from NPR where it discussed where aid goes, and that would be to health and education, as well as promoting economic development in other nations. So I have two arguments for why we should assist citizens and two arguments for why we should not. So after analyzing both sides of the debate, it's very evident to me that there are valid points to both sides. And it ultimately depends on what a person values. So, you can either value relationships and giving to others to try to make the whole world more of a better place, or you could value wanting to more stick up for your home and promote better government relations with citizens in other nations. So my first argument is for foreign aid, and that is that it helps both the United States and other nations. So I would call this like a win-win situation. It helps the U.S. by allowing us to form allies across the world. And ultimately, if anything were to happen, that would help promote peace, which is very important. And it also shows who we are as Americans. Americans are known to want to help people. We are known to care. And, we really do want to give what we have to try to help people that might be in need. And another thing is that it also allows us to build more of an economy in other nations, which that could help us further goals for ourselves by having another economy. My second argument for foreign aid is that our help is not invisible. We are able to see the results that happen when we help. So, from an article from the Policy 2020 bookings, they really go into detail about how the United States makes sure that our data is being reported and being analyzed to see, if foreign aid is helping or not. I would personally be concerned if America had no idea where all of our money was going to or what programs the money was going to, like how life expectancy has increased and how extreme poverty is falling dramatically. So the fact that the data shows where the money goes and how many people it helps is convincing. I mean, it makes me want to give more, and I know that, if people see that we're doing well and if people are benefiting from the money, then they'll want to give more. My first argument against foreign aid is that it could slow the governments in foreign nations. So I read an article from the Washington Post where they interview Angus Deaton, who is a Princeton University economist, and basically he analyzed data on how much aid was given versus a nation's growth per capita. And the results were very interesting. They actually showed an inverse effect. So basically, they said that the more money that is given to a nation in aid makes their growth per capita weaken. So it makes them grow less. And another thing that Deaton also did was he said that foreign aid causes weaker relationships between the government and citizens. And specifically, he went into detail with taxes, saying that taxes normally come from the citizens, and that would be, their relationship. And since they have this aid, they're using that. And so that relationship's becoming more toxic between the people. So they aren't really relying on help from their citizens. My second argument against foreign aid is that Americans could use the money. So I watched a Fox News interview with Rand Paul, and he was being asked questions about specifically Pakistan being confused about why the United States wanted to stop sending them money. And his response was that we should not be giving aid to countries that say bad things about us. And I think that's so true. he said that, instead of giving money to these places, we should be using that money to fix streets or bridges or doing something to help here in the United States. So this was a very hard debate for me to pick one side strongly. So I'm on the neutral side. I believe that foreign aid is a good thing when wanting to build a strong relationship with other nations, and I think it's good for Americans to serve and help other people, but other nations may get to the point where they start relying on us and they don't really want to improve themselves. And there's that sad relationship that the other nations would have with their citizens. So I find it hard to give more money when there are also things in America that could be improved as well.